What's going on? It's your boy SB. All right, so in this vlog, this is the second part. This is called the top 5 things Amazon warehouse needs to change. So I did this same top 5 for the delivery side. If you missed that one, I posted a few videos before. Go to my page, check that out. But the same way I started that one, I gotta start this one as well. Now listen, is there room for improvement in Amazon warehouse? Absolutely. But I'm not even gonna front. I still think, especially as an entry-level job, Amazon is decent. I do think it is still a good job. And I do think there's opportunity to come up. Yes, you feel me? Guard your soul, because they will try to snatch it. They'll try to take it and try to break it, but you got to shake it. But other than that, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a good gig, especially to work that overtime, save your money, and capitalize off the situation. I still work for the company for a reason. So anyways, let's get into this. Top 5 things I think they need to change, fix, adjust, look at, you feel me, do something with at Amazon warehouse. Let's get into it. So these things are just my opinion. And shout out to some of my subscribers. I know it was Stacy. And the other login was like a long one. It wasn't even a name, but you know who you are, who gave their input. And also these are in no specific order. These are just 5 different things that I kind of agreed on when I asked a few other people, and people hit me up on things that Amazon should pay attention to and try to put some effort in changing, adjusting these areas. So the first one, a few people have said this. I've done a vlog about it specifically on this topic, but the people have said favoritism. Yes, that cracked the top 5. People said favoritism is something that needs to change in the warehouse. Now listen, I said this even in the favoritism video. This is something you're going to find at every company that you work at. The reason why I think it's so crazy at Amazon is because the head count and the people you work with is just big. It's way more people. So of course you'll find it more because there's more people there. I've personally experienced this. You feel me? If you didn't see my favoritism vlog, go check it out on my page. I've experienced this from the entry level as a stower, water spider, ambassador, PA, every position, even me just witnessing. I've seen this in so many areas. I definitely agree. It's something that should be changed or some more light shed on it. But I don't think that's gonna happen, because one thing that we gotta remember, there's favoritism for a reason. Not all, I know this may sound crazy, but not all favoritism is bad. There's a reason why it's called favoritism. You favor somebody. The issue with favoritism comes in when you look at the root reason on why somebody favors that person. Why you favor that person? You feel me? Why you favor that person? Because we all know. Oh, you work at Amazon? Oh, you know. People be favoring certain type people for the wrong reasons. But we ain't gonna talk about that on this vlog. I got too many people watching me right now. But with this topic, I had to examine myself from the outside looking in. A lot of people thought I was the favored one, and I was. But the root reason why managers and area managers and ops managers and all these people, they did favor me because of the root reason they favored me is because of the hard work. Another reason was because of the attitude. I was one of the only people in there that never complained, that always looked on the good side of things. That alone made me stand out from about 95% of the people. So by me doing those things, even with some managers who didn't like me at first, they was like, yo, I rock with this dude. You feel me? He's just motivating me. He kills everything that he does. Anything I ask him to do, he does it. I like this guy. Hey, why don't you do this? Hey, you want to do this? Hey, you know what? We got a position open. What you think? You see what I'm saying? So not all favoritism is bad. There is a healthy favoritism. But you feel me? For the most part, we all know that ain't what we see. Anyways, I agree. Favoritism is something that should definitely be, kept an eye on, because it never feels good when you're on the other side of favoritism and the root reason why somebody else is getting favored is a reason that's not a valid reason for the workplace. Let's change this topic before I go deep. So this reason right here is something that I thought of, And I'm gonna touch it, but I'm not gonna get too deep into it because y'all know my thoughts. You feel me? Y'all know I be questioning stuff. I be seeing stuff. And this is a process that I was personally in that a lot of people aren't in. But one thing I think needs to be changed, overseen, maybe rearranged, maybe readjusted, I think would be the best word. The interview process. Ooh, wait, you feel me? I can go, should I get the submarine? Should I get the scuba gear? I got it right over there. We can go deep. Should I get the scuba gear? No, we ain't gonna go deep. But I think the interview process could have some rearranging. One of the things is I can't even count how many people that I know and I've personally seen can do the job and excel at it, and not only excel, do better than 99% of everybody else doing it, but because they're sitting in a room with two people staring at them with a strong face, and you know what I mean, and they may forget some lines or they may have done this, that they don't get the position, and then somebody else who lied on all their stories, who had projects that they stole from other people, and they got that gift to gab. They mouth be like this. It'd be flapping, saying all the good stuff. But somebody that may be on the outside may know they don't have those leadership qualities. Yeah, they know the talk. Yeah, they may know the principles. Okay, they got the story down. Cool. That's what's up. But then they end up losing the job or position 7 months later because of the way that they move that you already knew about before they got into that position. I personally know people who do great with people, are amazing with engagement, but when they just get into a room and they know it's HR and they know it's this person, they know they're going for an interview, to them, it just does something. But if they have that same pressure on them in the floor, they be out there killing it. So I do think the interview process could be rearranged, in my opinion. And that's another reason too. When it comes to the interview process, these things called stories, it's like a free for all. It's so many times I've been personally, you know what I mean, seeing people fabricate, fluff, and not even just fluff. I'm talking about exaggerate and change the whole story to, you know what I mean? And besides that, now this right here is my opinion. I don't have no stories to give on this for the internet. I don't have no thoughts on this for the internet. But just when I look at things a little too much, just from what I see, I ain't gonna talk about what I heard, what I've seen. But when it comes to the interview process, to me, from the outside looking in, before I even stepped into it, before I got around people who's in it, it really seems like it is just a filter out process. But can we not say that at any job? I was gonna make a whole vlog about this because I got some, but I was like, no, I don't. I ain't got nothing. Uncle Jeff, I ain't got nothing. But at any type of job, think about it. You can't just be like, I don't like you. I don't want you to have a position. I'm just saying, especially Amazon. Now, this is my opinion. I am not saying this is what the interview process is by any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying in general, in most companies, when you look at it, this is kind of how I seen it. And then from the Amazon side, you got to think about it. It's so many people who want that position. And why? Okay, you know what? I'm not going to make it. And then I'll just stop there because I ain't trying to connect too many dots on camera. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that'd be a great way to do it. Imagine, let's not even use Amazon. Let's just say if there was just some guy out there who created a big company, he had a bald head and everything. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's say if he was like, okay, we're going to start hiring managers. The company grew to enough size to where we can hire some managers. Now, we've all worked and we've seen all these people work. The hourly people, right? Us salary people, we're in a meeting. We know the bad habits. We know the bad attitudes. We know the lazy people. We know, you know what I mean? We see them, we manage them. Now, if there's people that we think are bad apples, that we do not think they will be great to put in this leadership position because it may mess up other little apples when they get into this position, but we can't technically just tell this person no or even make it seem like that. Hey man, put your resume in. Yeah, well, we got slots open. They put the resume in, but who knows what goes on behind the scene? Like who, you know what I mean? Who knows what happens after that? The people getting interviewed don't, or they may not even get an interview. You're just submitting your resume, and then off of who knows what, oh, you got an interview. Or you don't hear about it if you don't have an interview. Why didn't you get an interview? I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's Amazon. I'm not saying none of that. Interview processes in general. But What if you had some people that you didn't want to be in? Let's be blunt. If you didn't want them in your leadership position, how can we do this without saying it and getting in trouble, getting sued? I don't know. Let's we can make it seem as if it's a process, and they put I just didn't get an interview. I put my resume in. This person got it. I didn't get it, and these people didn't get it. We just didn't get it. But why? And I'll stop there because there's a whole bunch of different roads we can go down on. But give me your opinion on that. What do you think about that? All right, so this next thing, this is coming from supporters, subscribers on the channel. One of the popular things that was brought up for this list that they felt should be changed was headphones. Yes, music while working. How great would that be to stow while you got your headphones in? You feel me? Pack while you got your headphones in. I know it sounds amazing, but I don't think that will change it. You feel me? This is one of the things I don't think will ever change. And one of the reasons why is because Amazon is already under the microscope and scrutiny when it comes to injuries. Now, of course, there's people that work in Amazon that can't hear. This is one of the main arguments I've heard as a PA. Man, well, why? A lot of people would ask me that. Well, how come I can't listen to my headphones? But we got people in here, and they can't hear. What's the difference? I feel you. I feel you. But look at the flip side of it from a business standpoint. How many injuries or any type of liability stuff that they could probably be held for because of that? You know what I mean? I don't know, but that was the first thing that I thought of. Amazon already get that heat put on them for injuries. How many more injuries would happen due to headphones on and that sort of thing? So maybe they just don't want to go down that road at all. I don't know, but that was just my thoughts about it. But I think that's one thing that I don't think we're going to see bend, change at all. But it sounds good. All right, so the next thing that made this top 5 list, and this was a pretty good one, something that Amazon should change is incentives. Amazon should have more incentives. I think so. I think that would be super beneficial. I mean, let's just look at what we have now. Honestly, the only incentives in the warehouse is what? Either you get a promotion, which would be an L3 into that PA position. Other than that, the only pay incentive is either a promotion to that 1 or 3 slots on a shift for hundreds of people or your 6-month increase. That's it. You feel me? Yes, you can have incentives on getting some more knowledge under your belt, but we're talking about real tangible pay increase that's going to affect your quality of life. It's really no incentives in that area besides your 6-month raise. So I thought that would be a super dope idea. Imagine some sort of indirect, boom, you're going to get 50 cents here. All right, you're an ambassador, bet we're going to give you $1 for that. You know what I mean? I think if they just started placing a little bit more finances, ain't got to be nothing crazy, 50 cents, 75 cents, $1. You feel me? Holla for $1. I think that'll bring so much more out of associates, more productivity, higher morale. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. People can get some extra 50 cents, then be complaining about the next week. Okay, we got $1 for being an ambassador, but why come we don't get $2 though? How come the PA get more than, you know what I mean? That sometimes is like a never completely fed appetite. But I'm sure there'll be people who appreciate that, and just the incentive of that, I think, would help out a lot. And the last one that we're gonna hit on the top 5 is the same one that we hit on the delivery top 5, unrealistic expectations. Now in the warehouse, I think this is more so will be seen and felt if you're somebody that's trying to move up. If you're just a regular associate, yeah, they'll still, it don't matter what you do. Problem solve. All right, we have a whole problem solve bucket of 20,000. No, I'm just playing, but 5,000. Let's get it down to 200 by the end of shift, and we have 2 hours. They're gonna shoot their shot. You feel me? Listen, I say this all the time about Amazon, but this goes for companies in general. When I was doing armed patrol, I seen people break there. Every job I've worked, I've seen people break because they did not put a limit on the company. These companies will break you. Actually, you feel me? They so cold with it because they don't want the responsibility or liability. They not gonna break you, but they not gonna stop you from breaking you. They be like, technically, we didn't touch him. OSHA come, man, what happened to the employee? He's working 95 hours. His heart gave out and this and this and that. What'd you guys do? They'd be like, technically, we didn't do anything. He said he can do it, so we just thought. But I've also seen the flip side of that. Me being a PA, I've seen people try to take advantage of that. Oh, this is too hard. That's too crazy. In reality, it's like, you're lazy. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't want to do nothing at all and get paid. And in that, I think, lays the problem. Where's the fine line? Where's the balance in between that? So that's why I think that's always going to be a hard thing for them to change, because everyone is so different. You got somebody over here, their 100% is way different than this person's 100%. But I double down and say, I think, though, you'll see that as you move up, you will encounter and you will see that. And as I've said, this is something you'll see not just at Amazon moving up, at any company moving up. You will see unrealistic expectations. That's a fact. Anyways, if I left anything out, if you feel I left something out, drop it in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you can see whenever I drop a new video. Yes, I'm also an artist. I go by the name of SB. Just dropped a new project and a new single. Both of those links will be in the description so you can check it out. They're on all the digital outlets online. So be sure to go stream it. Go run the numbers up for your boy. Show your boy some support. Other than that, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. It's your boy SB. Let's go. I'm on my grind. 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 I get up, I get out and get to it. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I get up, I get out and get to it. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. Eesh.